So like I said, it's about this subliminal technology that puts voices into your head. Microwave auditory effect was established in the 1960s, Frey effect. They could literally clock what people hear inside their minds. It's documented. There's medical evidence. That was the early precursor technology to synthetic telepathy. That's what tipped them off that it was possible. That's why in the 70s they came forward with it. In the 80s they were protesting radio frequency weapons. It all got swept under the rug. It's like we grew up not even knowing about this. Like, we forgot. I said, like, they put out a depressive wave, a drone, in the atmosphere, and people start looking for antidepressants. They turn to drugs. They turn to comfort foods, music, movies, social support. You increase that drone to the heightened level of anxiety or tension, and they're stressed out. They might act out. They give the perception of someone mentally ill or criminally insane. They could be incarcerated or facilitated, institutionalized, or in prison, right? All these things are increasing the budget, the tax draw for these agencies. So they pay for a guy to put a signal into the fucking atmosphere, and then they rake in the revenue off of it, stealing your taxpayer dollars. It's a big industry, so you can almost understand why they're so hesitant taking it down, especially when there's been so many people affected by it over the years, schizos, dementia, Alzheimer's, so on and so forth. Like, it's mind-boggling. Like, I can almost understand where they're coming from. Like, a lawyer that's not quite familiar with legislation, high-profile court case, it's okay to have someone else's opinion in your fucking head, I suppose, to bounce around some ideas. Or like a high-end banker that doesn't want to make a computing error, right? Or, say, God forbid, military or spy agency that's performing foreign maneuvers. You know, it's a way to communicate without being recorded or intercepted, right? I can understand the draw or why they would want this technology. I can see how it's embedded into our society, right? Like a politician up on stage, right? He doesn't really have a script. He's more or less freehand. It's good to have that augmented fucking script being hand-fed to you by some Nazi thought monkey. I get it. But why do they experiment on the public for fun? Like, I just can't get on board with that.